Hi there, welcome back to Nurturing Leadership. I'm Andrew White, one of the co-authors along with Mike Nichols of the new book, How to Lead with Purpose. Just recently, I do a lot of reading and I try to connect with people and create conversation and reach out to other like-minded people who are in the space of trying to inspire people as opposed to inspire other people. Help leaders lead the people with confidence and respect and purpose and perspective and empathy. So I came across a company called the Growth Collective. I will include their links here, and I reached out to them and I asked them if I could share some points about an article the lovely Ellen Hooper had been talking about. I watched her reel and I just could not believe this statistic. Well, actually I could, because I always felt it. I always felt it with myself and people that I talk about. I suppose I never know where to look for these type of statistics or to find these type of surveys. And Ellen was explaining a survey that had been done by a company called UKG. So getting all my words mixed up. UKG. You can go to their website, www.ukg.com, and their purpose is to basically help organizations across every industry anticipate and adapt to their employees' needs and desires beyond their work. Which tells me, without reading the website too much, that if I'm reading correctly or if I'm thinking correctly, they would look in understanding the individual, looking beyond their strengths and weaknesses, thinking and understanding their family lifestyles. How would that look on a daily basis? Would it be some of the points I've made before? Are you okay? Having a coffee with your employees, just being a normal person. Really, it's quite embarrassing that I actually have to have this discussion, or even I've actually got to feel like there's a platform that I can go out there and do it. But clearly there is, that's why the Growth Collective works. I've connected with another lady called Elle, that I believe is from England and has got an Instagram page called Lead With Me, which I'll also tag in this video. But Elle, going back to the Growth Collective, they found a survey that had surveyed, I think, 3,400 people across 10 countries. And it was titled, Managers Impact Our Mental Health More Than Doctors, Therapists, and Same as Spouses. It goes into explaining that managers impact employees' mental health 69% more than doctors. Yet, doctors go to university to qualify, and we invest heavily in that for many, many years, which is amazing. And there are amazing doctors out there. I do believe we should introduce trauma-based training to doctors. Obviously, my where I'm passionate about is the education system and inspiring teachers. I don't really talk about that on here because I do it as a general perspective. But I do want to inspire leaders to inspire their teachers to come to work and be safe to be vulnerable and to work at their natural best every single day. I think trauma-based training should be embedded into teachers, but doctors as well, so people can look beyond the behaviours and understand people at a deeper level. Same with leadership, I suppose, to some extent. But 69%, you spend more time with your leaders or your managers than, the people that you live with. And I think people don't think leadership is a learnable, trainable skill. Yes, it is. Like being a parent, not everybody wants to be a leader. And I'm quoting Simon Sinek here. Not everybody wants to be a leader. Not everybody should be a leader. But everybody has the capacity to be a leader. It's the same with parenting. Not everybody wants to be a parent. Nor does everybody not everybody shouldn't be a parent either. But to some extent, we have the capacity to be a parent. So, that's the drawback of my trauma. Connecting a deep, meaningful relationship. We are social animals that want to connect on every single level, and it doesn't have to be that hard. So if we can invest in helping people become leaders, understanding perspective and empathy, and sometimes putting ourselves in a position to help others with compassion, I think we can create a more deeper, safer environment at our workplace. And people like the Growth Collective have obviously got things in place where they're helping organizations train their leaders. And I think that's amazing. So keep that going, guys. But just bear that in mind. Managers impact employees' mental health 69% more than doctors. That's incredible. More than 80% of employees would rather have a good mental health than a high-paying job. My story, briefly, I stepped back from teaching to become a casual teacher. Casual teaching has allowed me to create Nurturing Leadership, help write the book of how to lead with purpose, and obviously create the podcast and share positive journeys going forward. And I've taken a pay cut. And last year, I was 20 minutes away from being on life support. I had to have a surgery that got badly infected, and I was not far from being on life support. I've dropped in pay, but you know what? It was the best year of my life. Mentally, I've not been more present. Now when I'm teaching as a casual teacher, I am the most present with those kids than I ever have been. Prior to that, when I was in contract at workplaces where I was being, again, it's not just the leaders, it's the amount of work that teachers do have to do. We hear the phrase burnt out, but I wasn't inspired to do those things because I wanted to teach kids. And all I wanted to do was get rid of the kids so I could actually get onto my laptop and get on with those admin type things. Now, I'm not saying they don't have a place and that we shouldn't do things around the art of teaching. Of course, we should. But there's a lot that exists that shouldn't. And I think that goes into other jobs too. But obviously, if we're inspired by our leaders, that definitely makes life a lot easier. And you look at nurses in England, teachers here in Australia, we always hear about them wanting a pay rise. Deep down, I don't think they want a pay rise. I think they want better conditions at work. And for me, that's the same. I don't want to pay or earn more money. I want a healthier lifestyle. And I think that's where the world is going to, and we all have a space to reach out and help people in that. So yes, bear that in mind. I think that's an interesting article. I will post that link so people can read up on that also. And please connect with the Growth Collective and like their page also. I think they're doing good things in this space too. So thank you for listening. Take care. Bye-bye.